All right, we're out at the beach today and we have no real plan other than we're just gonna go try to shoot some things and see what happens. So come along with me as we shoot something at the beach. It is pretty windy today, so I'm not sure how the sound is going to be, but we got a cool shot over here. There is a crow hanging out at the end of this little creek that's coming out here at the ocean, and it's eating a few little things. So I'm gonna see if we can get a shot of this crow. Switching over to the iPhone because there's an eagle that just landed up in the tree and I have my long lens on, not my DSLR, so let's shoot this eagle up in the tree. That's pretty cool. So one of the things I'm trying to do every week with photo and video is just to get out, even if I don't have a project going, just to get out and go shoot something. You never know what you're gonna find, and a lot of times the things that have happened to me just when I'm out on a random moment have been incredible, capturing magical things that happen in the moment as I was not planning anything to happen. All of a sudden these wonderful things happen. Also, it's a great skill to have, to just go out and see what you can do with no plan. Just looking out, observing, trying to find things that are interesting compositionally, you know, things that are happening in a moment in regards to just like wildlife or nature or landscape, or with portraits with people. Just go out and go shoot something is my goal every week. I've been trying to do that consistently for the last year. Remember I said sometimes just cool things happen while you're sitting and waiting? A crow just landed right on this, right on that little log right there. While I was sitting here just waiting for something cool to happen, something cool happened. Thanks, crow. It's not lost on me that I live in a beautiful spot, but I feel like you can do this anywhere and everywhere. I've lived in some places where I've thought, there's nothing really to shoot here. And then all of a sudden you kind of open up your eyes and you're like, oh, that's pretty beautiful, or that's pretty amazing, or that's interesting. And then you shoot it and you're like, huh, who would have thought that this thing was here in this place at this time while I was shooting? So I see a cool shot just kind of behind me, so I'm gonna switch lenses to the telephoto and get a couple shots. And just over there is Mount Stevens, the biggest mountain you can see from Vancouver Island when you're on the north side. And it's just a fun background, I think, right now. So I'm gonna shoot that as well. All right, tide is coming back in. We're gonna go try a new location for some more shots. See if we can't get a few more that we like to add to the collection. Let's go try. All right, we're at our next location. It's kind of like a forest trail that you walk through all the kind of stages of the forest. Let's see if we can get some fun shots in here. I brought a few different lenses to shoot on today, the 15 to 35, the 100 to 500, as well as the macro. So I think today in the forest, as we're here just exploring, I think I'll probably stick to the wide angle, and also we're gonna try a few macro shots and see how those turn out. But it's all about exploring and see what we can see. So let's see what we can see. So it was amazing seeing these massive old growth trees. So it is middle of the day, so full sun right overhead, no clouds, no shade, which does make for some challenging shooting conditions, but doesn't mean we still can't try. That's what we're gonna do. Keep on saying, try, try, try. It's always crazy when you come into a forest like this and you see this is the roots of a tree. It's fallen down, massive. So when a tree falls like this, it's an old tree or windblown, it's now going to create new structures, open up the canopy for new plants to grow, new trees to grow. It's all a part of the ecosystem, baby. And of course, who doesn't love a bridge shot? Gotta have those. How beautiful it is here. Just absolutely stunning. So we're in the bottom of a little ravine here. There's a creek just flowing underneath me. Nice and slow. It's beautiful, it's calm. And we're in the middle of this temperate rainforest. Unbelievable. All right, I think it's time to bust out the old macro and see what we can capture with the macro lens. Let's try it out. So if you've never used a macro lens before, the key for me anyways for using a macro is to use manual focus instead of autofocus. It's way easier to control what you're trying to focus at. And for me, it always works really nice when you have a little bit of backlighting, because then you get a little bokeh in the background, get some nice light flares, light leaks, all those kinds of things. So backlight, manual focus, cool subject, something small, something little. That's what a macro's for. So that's just my few thoughts on that. That's all I'm gonna say about that. What a beautiful day. All right, we're just finished off our day here in town. We've just pulled in, the sun is starting to go down. And so there's a few things we wanna shoot out here that look pretty fun. We got some birds on the water. There's a Coast Guard boat out there. Today was just an exercise in taking photos. Did we get some amazing photos, ones we'd write home to mom about? No, not really, but we still got out. We took some photos. We had to experiment with a few things. We tried a few different techniques, from our macro stuff to our long lens to just being out in the forest and getting shots of whatever we could find. And sometimes that's just what it's all about, just getting out there, doing the thing, practicing, because believe it or not, photography takes practice. Yes, there's talent involved, obviously, but there's also skill involved, and skill comes through practice. So that's what I encourage you to do. At least once a week, get out there, just shoot for fun. Shoot even if you don't have a goal in mind, just get out there and go do it. So that's it, friends. That's all we did today. We just got a few shots and went on a little journey together. So thank you so much for watching, and remember to
subscribe, and I'm gonna make some more videos. And if you don't subscribe, I'm gonna kill you. So I didn't mean to say I'm gonna kill you. I just meant I'm not gonna make any more videos.